Traders, this is SageFT from the live trading desk. How are we doing so far? How was last week for you? There was a couple of days I didn't take any trades. I'm in kind of holiday mode, closing up the end of the year. Next week is going to be even lighter volume. We'll get into that here shortly. All right, here's where we started off, 20 to then 22. Okay, so the way that it works is we came into the week with this retracement that was greater than 50% of the move down and the bar, right? So we get the rally, okay, and then throughout the week we get this little to no follow through, which to me was a clear, be very, very patient on the long side signal, because it was a touch from the lower side of the low to low trend line, and what it did is it created an event at the location with the current counter trend, okay? So you get the little to no follow through, you get the 3-bar play, and you get a move down. All right, so that's kind of what happened throughout the week. Let's go to the 4-hour chart here. Let's take a look at what we got going on, right? This is where we started, right? And so we get this stair-step draw on liquidity, big ignition bar, erases all of the red, so everybody's thinking green if we go above roughly 6012 or thereabouts, right? Okay, so now if we move it forward, let's see how well it plays out. Well, depends on where your stop is. So we do push much higher. We do erase most of this red bar, all right? So then on the 4-hour chart. Now, what I was watching was right here. You see that I have a target drawn. What if we fell through this level right here, 6060? The reason that I picked this bar, it was the plausible exhaustion bar that was created into the close of the New Year's Eve half day. Let's watch what happened. I drew this before it happened. Watch this. So it worked very, very well. First target was 6018 from a 6059. It was a removal, plausible exhaustion bar. Okay, you have a removal. You remove the liquidity, right? So you almost filled the fair value gap that was over here. Okay, we get a test, double top, and then they just removed the liquidity, and now they searched lower for pockets of liquidity down here. So now that's where we're at. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Okay, here's Friday, Sunday, okay, and then we get into Monday, and we start to dip, and we meet the 200 simple on the 15-minute chart, and we've bounced. We go much higher throughout Christmas Eve. Here's that bar that I was talking about, right? Here's the 4-hour bar that I was talking about. This becomes my reference point. This becomes my reference point. Let's watch how this works. Grabs liquidity, gives you the failed attempt at a higher high, drops through this little chute here, and it just pushes through the low-to-low trend line that we have. Every red overtakes green was a sell signal on the 2-minute chart as we push down lower throughout this move. Okay, flips to the upside. We go back into position 1. Everything is a buy signal. All right, we flip here, fractal flips here. So when we talk about the fractal, right, I'm going to give some sauce here. For those of you that have waited about 4.5 minutes into this video, okay, when I'm talking about the fractal, let's mark this right here. We got 4 p.m. on December 26th. I'm going to show you guys this. I showed this example on a call yesterday. Let me show you this. This is a free one for you guys. When I talk about a fractal, a 15-minute fractal, what I'm talking about is on the 15-minute chart, you have price and the 8 EMA go through the 20-period simple moving average. It turns red at the same time as these turn down through it. Okay, now watch. Here's the fractal part of what I'm talking about. Note the date and the time. Okay, 4 to 4:15. Watch this. If we go to the 2-minute chart, what you're going to see here is the 20-period simple moving average goes through the 200-period simple moving average in the 2-minute chart. So here's where the fractal part of this comes in. When all of this flips red again, okay, and not only do we have the 200-period simple moving average turned down, but you also have the 8 go through the 20 and turn it down, go into position 1. Watch, okay? So once we did that, it was every red over takes green on the 15-minute chart from then on. Now watch this. It's every red overtakes green on the 2-minute chart, and then it really accelerates. Okay. Now look at right here. Look at how it really accelerates. If I put a line arrow here, look at how it accelerates. Okay, so now when would we stop going short? Okay, when we would stop taking red overtakes green no matter what chart here, because your fractal on your 15-minute is turned up. So now let's look at December 27th at the close. Again, the close. It's kind of, imagine that. It's kind of weird how this happens, right? Now, I'm doing this on the fly, right? This is not, right? I don't know what's going to happen here, right? So 4:15 on December 27th on the 2-minute chart. Let's take a look. Okay, it turns up here. Okay, so that's very strong. Okay, now, this is where we're at right now. This is a great video, right? Okay, so this was very strong on the 2-minute chart. So really, on the 15-minute chart, let me make it full size here. We're at a decision point coming into next week. This is where we're at for next week, right? We just did the review. Let's do the Rev-UP. Let's get it going here, folks. We're watching the 15, not just the 15-minute fair value gap. Notice, okay? You need to figure out is this your breaker block? So if this is the breaker block, you have a fair value gap here, okay? Now watch this. You have one here. So we're watching the retest of this one to see if they take it higher. Let's draw a little bit here. And I'm going to make this up, right? So we're going to put that in, etch it in real time on YouTube, and this will be on the video forever. Let's see how it works, right? I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for my pattern to repeat, whether this thing comes to fruition or not. What if we just lift through here? What if we just go straight through here? Okay, this is going to have to tell me, right, that if this is a head and shoulders, here's your breaker block. Okay, here's your retest. Okay, so now you have the unicorn, right? You have fair value gap inside of a breaker block. You have a fair value gap inside of a breaker block. We're on the upper side of both of them after the world was supposed to end right here around 600. So I'm going to be watching for this pattern early in the week. I really can't tell you. I mean, here's the deal. We've got a holiday right in the middle of the week. I do believe, and don't quote me, do this for yourself. We might have shortened hours on New Year's Eve, right? Okay, I'm going to wish everybody a Happy New Year if I don't see you before then. Other than that, I'll see you 8 a.m. in the Discord. We'll put the link down below. We're still having ISP issues. Still have that 6% packet loss on the upload. Makes it impossible to stream. So we're just over in the Discord streaming the best that we can while we're trading, educating. Make sure you schedule a call with your coach, right? Let's start 2025 off right. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, turn the notifications bell on. Let's start 2025 off on the safe side of your trading. The safe side of your trading is get with your coach to create a trading plan tailored for you. Your edge is where not to trade. Let me show you exactly how to find where not to trade. That's going to do it. I'll see you tomorrow morning.